What's the outlook on the Brazilian economy right now that's allowing President Lula to actually criticize and hit the central bank even harder?
Hi, thank you for having me. So in Brazil, we still are seeing some economic growth, but certainly not in the level that President Lula would like it to be. So the thing that he sees as the biggest obstacle for economic growth in Brazil is high interest rates, because inflation in Brazil is high, but interest rates are even higher. And there's been this fight between the president. He chose the president of the central bank as his antagonist, and that's what he has been doing since day one. And he's not totally incorrect, because, in fact, high interest rates are slowing down the economy, and this is causing trouble for companies to get credit in capital markets with banks. And some businessmen are even getting personal loans in order to get cash flow because of that. So this is the outlook. And as President Lula keeps criticizing the central bank keeps saying that because of there's this political noise, they cannot lower interest rates. So we don't see it happening in the short term.
And of course, it's not just a Brazil problem. We have seen that tension, as inflation has been difficult to get down in a lot of economies, right? How much does this threaten the credibility, the function, the independence of the Brazilian central bank?
Yeah, that's the problem, because Brazil is a country that has central bank autonomy as something really new. It was approved in Brazil in 2021. So it's kind of a dance. It's a new dance for President Lula. He's not used to that. And central bank head is not used to that, Roberto Campos Neto. So this is something that investors and the central bank keep saying publicly, that every time the president criticizes the central bank and pushes for lowering interest rates when inflation is still high and above the target, it hurts the central bank credibility, and it prevents them from lowering rates. So this has been like the most important economic topic of Brazil for the past 5 months.